y'all, I am so excited because it is January 1st. And as you can see, I am beyond excited for this new year. Okay, so listen, this is the first intentional mornings with SonjaW of 2024, and I am beyond excited. Now listen, if you didn't catch it already, this is pre-recorded because honestly, I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. on January 1st because I will probably be coming from church a little late, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna wake up. And this is actually one of 2 days that I'm okay if you're just replay gang, because I hope you're not up at 7 a.m. I really do. Oh my gosh. But anyway, super excited that you are back here with me again. This is Intentional Mornings with SonjaW, where we just break down our upcoming week. We talk about what's on the docket, what are we planning for the week. We give some thanks by talking about at least one good thing. Then I drop you a quick little intentional topic, and then we pray together, all within 20 minutes. This is just meant to be a quick 20-minute at most boost to your day and to your week, and your weekly reminder to take a moment to actually review your week. So I am beyond excited. Like I said, I really hope that you are not up at 7 a.m. And I'm okay that you're on replay gang. Let me know below if you're replay gang this time around, okay? So I am beyond excited. I'm excited because honestly, I get so excited when there's ever a new thing happening. And I get excited, and I believe there's something about new years, new months, new days. And it's really because of a couple of verses. Lamentations 2:22 through 23. And it says that the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies are, let me say it again. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. So if God says that his mercies are new every morning, what in the world could a new year bring? What in the world could a new month bring? A new week bring? That's one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about a weekly review, a daily review, monthly reviews, because it's an opportunity to get intentional about something that God is intentional about. He's intentional about us, and he's intentional about providing us with new mercies, new do-overs every single week and every single day, every single morning. So like I said, man, if God has new mercies for us every single day, what in the world could a year bring? Okay, so I could talk on and on about that, but that's not what we're here for today. Let me break down the things. So what is on the docket? Let me know what's on the docket for you. What's on the docket is just a place to talk a little bit about the things that we have planned for the week. And for me, this week is all about prepping for the new year. Okay, I actually took an additional week off to relax and to do my own reset formally during this week. So as you know, or maybe you don't know, I have a course called The Reset, where I help people reset on their year or season so that they can start the new one afresh. So this is one thing that I actually do it. Like, I don't just sell it. I do it. And I'm taking this extra week after the Christmas week to relax a little bit more and then actually do my reset. And then also just kind of think through where I'm going to go this year. That's the plan for me. Okay, so what are y'all doing this week? You know, this is the first full week of the year. And it's so cool that January 1st starts on a Monday. It's like you can start fresh at the beginning of a week. So what are y'all doing? Tell me below in the comments. What's going to be on your docket for this week? Is it getting back into work? Is it like, what is it? Let me know. I would love to know. All right. So now let's get into the one good thing. Again, I do this every week because I think it is so important that we take time to be thankful. Because when we're thankful, it changes our brain chemistry. It allows us to really think and believe that the next week is going to be a little bit better, because if I was able to accomplish all of those things last week, I can do it again this week. So it's so important to be thankful. And okay. Oh, by the way, did you see how excited I am about the new year? These are staying on for the whole 20 minutes. Okay? If you didn't catch it already. But anyway, I get distracted, y'all. I'm sorry. So, I think, again, it's so important that we are thankful. And I actually got a couple of things that I'm grateful for. I find it very hard to do to do just one good thing. And I want to encourage you to continue to do this with me every week, because then you're going to it's going to give you, it's going to be taking a little bit harder for you to stick with just one thing, just like I am, because you're going to have that practice of paying attention and noticing the good things that happen to you in the week. Okay. So what I am excited about or happy about that happened last week. So last week, I had the opportunity to just be with my immediate family for a whole week on a cruise. And y'all, it was so much fun. I'm speaking in the, I guess, future tense now, because this is clearly being recorded before the cruise, but I know it's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be amazing because I'm going to be with my family and I get to experience new things, and that's always something that I love to do. So I know I had a great time. So that's one good thing. Then the other good thing is just the power of review and of self-appraisal. So in my work and I have my career and my business. So this is my business. And in my current career, every year we do a self-appraisal, and it is so hard to do, okay? To actually go through and look through a whole year and list out all of the accomplishments or things that you've done in that year. Man, it can be hard to do. I actually got to think of ways to document it a little bit better, so it's a little bit easier. But anyway, that's besides the point. But this was such a good thing for me, and this is actually 2 weeks now. I just finished it, and doing it helps me appreciate just how much I got done. And I actually learned a couple of lessons from reviewing this. One, when I cultivate a team or cultivate my team, I accomplish so much more. So in my career, I lead a team of 6 now. Hopefully it'll be 7 soon because we're hiring. But I lead a group of 7 folks or 6 folks that actually accomplished a whole lot this year, right? And I realized that as I've poured into that team, as I've poured into them as people, cared about their lives, because I actually do care about their lives, we produce so much more. I was looking at some of the big accomplishments, and we published 2 data sets that in previous years and in previous iterations of our survey, that would have taken a year to do for one survey. We got another survey out into the field, or a new survey out into the field, and we're now processing that data, so many different things. And then just even personal accomplishments not tied to my team. I'm going to be a part of a health equity consortium as a chair. All of these major things happened, and it made me realize just how, 1, awesome this year was, and then 2, how cultivating a team really does transform work. The second thing is to be grateful because it will give you fuel for the new season. And honestly, and by the way, this is actually part of the reset course. We go through thankfulness to set our mindset correctly, and then we go through closing the door, learning lessons on our year so that we can move forward. But yeah, just being grateful, it gives you fuel for the new year. Because honestly, I did not realize so much got done this year until I took time to look at it. Blew my mind. So I encourage you, 1, take some time to review your year. Actually write down the accomplishments that you made, because it's going to give you fuel. But then also go ahead and join the reset course so I can give you some more tips on how to do that. Doors are closing January 15th. All right. So listen, I have been a chatty Cathy. We're going to get into this intentional topic, and I hope I can get it all done in this time frame, because we're going to stick to 20 minutes. All right. So the intentional topic of the week is intentional Sabbath and courageous obedience. I know this might seem kind of strange when it comes to living intentionally, but I think these are key things in living intentionally. If you are somebody who wants to live intentionally with the time that you have and loves God and knows that He has some amazing thing for us to do and have impact in life. So, intentional Sabbath. Sometimes you have to do the opposite of what makes sense to receive the next. Now, this is supposed to be a quick topic, but honestly, I've been thinking about this all these past couple of weeks, and this couple of verses really hit me with it. It was Proverbs 3:5-8, actually. And it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Then verse 8 says, be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh. That, first of all, blew my mind. Like, when we decide not to be wise in our own understanding, in our own ways, because God says that His ways are above ours and all that kind of stuff, right? Then it will be healing to our flesh and refreshment to our bones. To me, that is major. Okay. But I want to focus truly on what trusting in God can do. When we trust in God, He will provide. Okay. When we trust in God, He will provide. He will provide a straight path. You know, we're always thinking about what's next, what we're going to do next, where we're going to go next. And sometimes we can get filled with anxiety, filled with fear, which is not of God. Instead of focusing on the fact that if we trust in God, He will make our paths straight. So if you're thinking about what you're going to do next, your paths don't look straight at all. You could go A, B, C, or D, or that path looks totally like a whole bunch of drama. Take some time to trust in God and see where He sends you to go. Also, it brings blessings. Now, it doesn't explicitly say it in these couple of verses, but it reminds me of the blessings in Deuteronomy. I believe Deuteronomy 32. I think that's where it is. But it talks about when you obey Him, this is all the things that happen, right? So I truly believe that when we obey and when we trust Him, we're going to see blessings in our lives. And then finally, when we trust Him, He will provide healing. When we trust Him, decide that our wisdom is not enough, but that it's God's wisdom that's going to guide us, He will heal our hearts. He will heal our minds. He will heal everything that's about us. It actually reminds me of something that I kind of live by. I tell people about my friendship with some of my close girlfriends, and we're so close because I'm so close with them because I have been vulnerable, and I've been vulnerable because I know that I can trust God with my heart. And just thinking about that, He has done a work in my own heart. Oh, am I tearing up? But He has done a work in my own heart and when I trust Him to guide me, He's the one who can tell me I need to leave them people alone. Or He's the one to tell me that I can lean in, right? So just thinking about just the healing that He did in my own heart when I was obedient with building friendships with certain people. It shows me that, yes, when we trust Him, when we are going outside of our own wisdom and following after the wisdom in His word and in His presence and in His promises for us, and in His purposes for us, then we're going to see God do major things. So with that, for me, that courageous obedience, that intentional Sabbath is actually stopping work on my business for the month of January. I've already taken the Sabbath for my career. I actually do that every year. At the end of the year, either a week or 2 weeks, I take off from work. I relax, I enjoy myself, and then I prep for the new year. But this year, I'm actually taking it a bit further and stopping all work with my business. Now, this is scary because this is actually the opposite of what I should be doing as a life alignment coach. Okay. This is the bread and butter time for life alignment. This is the time where it makes the most sense to press hard. But I really feel this season that I'm supposed to relax a little bit. So this will be the last video drop for the month of January. I won't be taking any clients. And I also will be limiting my social media presence. Now, full transparency, I do have a couple of ads running until the reset course ends or closes on January 15th. But I'm probably only going to be posting things that I've read in the Bible, or my church actually has a fast during January. So if I post anything from that's probably what I'm going to post. And that's the most. And I'm doing this, like I said, because this is totally the opposite of what a life alignment coach should do. But I feel like God is telling me to do that. And I'm super excited to see what's going to come from that. I truly believe that 2024 is going to be a breakout year for us all. And at least for me, it's going to be marked by my courageous obedience. Now, I'm not saying that this got to be your word for the year, but those are my words, courageous obedience. It's so funny. Those were my words for 2023. And I heard the Lord say we need to spin the block on them. So we're starting it off with doing nothing in January. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little bit scary, but I know that it's going to be exactly what I need. Now I think I'm a little bit over my 20 minutes. So sorry. I like to be a little chatty Cathy sometimes, but it's all right because this is some good stuff. Now don't fret, because I have almost 400 videos on my YouTube channel that talk about all intentional life, goal setting, all of the things. Okay. So you are in good hands until I come back. And I'm super excited to see what that's going to look like. I encourage you to take a moment to see what is intentional Sabbath for you. What is courageous obedience for you? Does that mean that you have to take a little extra time to stop and do something else? Does it mean that you got to switch the game up a little bit? Whatever you have to do, do it and see what God is going to do in your life. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Okay. So as we do, we always end with a prayer, and I am so excited for what God is going to do in your life in 2024. Okay, so let's pray. Lord, I pray that we take the time to hear from God who knows all. Lord, show us how to trust you will protect us as we wait on you to move. Show us what trust truly is. All right, y'all. We'll see you in February. I am super excited because we are going to be dropping some major gems on the 4 pillars of intentional living and what we stand on here. And I am beyond excited. So see y'all February, and take a moment to be